guys, what's going on? F on my pawn here, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Since we last left off, if I do recall correctly, we had a bit of trouble with some kids, and I did some things, but I'll get into those later. But yes, we dealt with some kids, had a bit of a bad interaction. We did try and save one of the kids, but naturally, there came like a silence conversation. It was a bit of a bug, but I digress. In addition to that, we managed to also figure out that the Druid Circle is a bit wonky, as it were, and there might be some conflict in between there. From there, we managed to just explore our way out, talk with a bunch of people, and for this stream, what we're going to be doing is we're probably going to be dealing with an owlbear. We are going to be exploring the surrounding area, which is going to be quite interesting. And we're probably going to get Karlach this stream, but we'll have to see. But I digress. Without further ado, let's get into things and see what happens. Okay, while this is loading, I should probably explain what happened. So, last stream, as you probably saw, I had a bit of a kerfuffle with the kids. Now, unfortunately, even if you do succeed the diplomacy check, they don't really give you a chance to actually fix your relationship with them. They just get really angry and they just don't talk with you. Even if you have saved the tiefling from, or the tiefling kid over by the harpies. So you're in a situation where it's a good situation, a bad situation. So I basically decided to try and in the back scenes, basically, I've fixed things, put simply. So, going by the story, we're just going to say that through saving that tiefling, they decided to give me a second chance, and we will talk with them later. For now, though, we are not going to be focusing on those kids right now, because we have bigger fish to fry, as it were. Now, as for what we're going to do, first, we are going to take our time to actually get into the resting menu. As you can probably see, I'd probably change my group a little bit, but I'm going to be doing some actual changes, so give me a second here. We're going to go to the camp and resting menu, we're going to go to camp, and we're going to take our first long rest, which is absolutely necessary, and it's actually going to be a good time for us to talk with people. So I'm going to make that point to do that, as well as change the classes of a few individuals that we have here, because I do feel like that is a necessity. As for whether we can do it or not, we do have the gold to do it. It's just a matter of actually doing it. As you can see, my inventory is a bit of a mess, but I will fix that immediately. Or as soon as I can, anyways. As for the gloves, well, we'll worry about all that later. For now, though, as for the class with Whimsy. So, I've been thinking about how I want to play him, and how I've been thinking about how to fight with him. Now, the problem is, I can't use chests and have them returned to me, because that's just how the game works. Unfortunately, I have to stack up on chests. So at any given time, you're going to see me having 4 or 5, or maybe even 6 chests to make this work. Which is going to be annoying, but we'll have to make do. So that's just how things are going to go from henceforth. Now, before I do anything, I'm going to unrecruit everybody real quick, and then we're going to have a conversation with pretty much everybody, and we're going to iron out who's going to be joining us for at least this stream, anyways. Very well. So we'll start by getting Shadowheart out, we'll get Lazala out, and then we'll get Will out. Or Gale out, rather.
Bloody hells. Literally. Just when I think I've got a grasp on our dilemma, a devil shows up. No matter. We've dealt with every other oddity thrown at us lately. We can handle this one too.
Alright.
Now, as for this Raphael, he knows our secret. He claims he can help. What do you make of him?
Okay, Well, he's a devil. We shouldn't trust him. Simple as that.
No doubts at all. He seemed powerful and very knowledgeable about our problem. Not the worst prospect we've stumbled across. As long as you can look past what he is.
I'm not just going to change my mind. We can't trust Raphael, demon, right?
Good. That's what I wanted to hear. He's clever. My order uses the same tactic when dealing with enemies of Shah. You don't need a scourge or a rack to break people. Fear and self-doubt is sufficient. When actual pain comes, the victim's already done the heavy lifting for their torturer. There were no right answers with that devil. He was toying with his food. Us.
Oh, I should also probably explain, there was a few other conversations that I ended up succeeding and failing at. Um, in this case, we ended up figuring out that Shadowheart is a Shar worshipper, at least this time around. So, just in case you missed anything, that is one of the few things that you missed out lore-wise. Hmm. So who are Shar's enemies? Who receives this treatment?
There are many. But they all renounce their gods when they are taught fear. Watch out for that devil.
Alright, we're going to journey separately
If
for
you're
a bit.
sure.
Yep, I'm sure.
Fine. I'll be here whenever you rediscover your taste in company.
Well, I'm gonna be removing everybody. Oh! It seems I got the mysterious artifact now. Well, I guess there's no harm in investigating it. Well, I'll save it until I've gotten everybody out of the party.
This devil Raphael flaunts his paltry wings as if he wants to impress us. You saw the red dragon slaying his infernal kin above hell's fires, did you not? Next to a dragon, the devil's a gnat. When I am Kithrak, I will take my Queen Vlaakith his head as a trophy.
Okay. Kithrak, what does that mean?
Githyanki Knights, the riders that
I think I actually talked with her about this, so I'm just gonna skip this.
Favor, and I will cop the gate to penetrate.
Okay.
But I'm not one to.
I've already talked with Lae'zel about that, but I'm going to get another conversation in. Wait for me and Cap.
Shook. You believe you can survive without,
Just
as you say.
remain here. Alright, and one more. We are going to get Gale out of the party. And we'll go from there. Hello.
Do you feel as flattered as I do? Invited to dine with a devil.
You're familiar with devilry, then?
I've never met a devil, but of course I've read a great deal about them. Even feigning a mortal form, it was easy to detect the whiff of sulfur about him. To spot the flicker of hellfire in his eyes. Don't let his bluster fool you. All that talk of desperation merely illustrates his own. I think he wants something from us, badly. And in that knowledge lies our opportunity.
Okay, but what is it that he wants so badly? Well...
Our
Yeah.
souls. But I suspect that's but his opening offer. Let me play the devil's advocate. The man is too eager. Do not dismiss his offer out of hand. If there's one quality all the denizens of the hells embody, it's ambition. A quality they share with many humans, come to think of it.
Yeah. And what do you think Raphael's ambition could be?
I'm the foggiest. But, based on the evidence before us, we can make certain deductions as to why he sought out our merry band. Fact 1, there's something very strange and very powerful about our tadpoles. Fact 2, a devil offers to take it away. Devils aren't known to aid mortals out of simple kindness. Whatever Raphael wants, we must be the key to getting it. along with our tadpoles. So, I say for now, we wait. If I'm right, Raphael will seek us out again, and when he does, there's a mighty bargain to be made. Remember his Cormyrean rhyme? Down came the claw. Perhaps we should start growing our nails.
Sounds good. But anyways, Gale, I need you out of the party for a moment.
What's on your mind?
I need you to remain at camp for a
I
while.
question the wisdom of that decision, but I'll be here in the meantime.
We'll travel later. Alright, now we are all alone, but we are going to be recruiting a few people. I'm fairly certain anyways. As for who we're going to bring along, I think we are going to bring on... Well, we're probably going to bring us Gale again. We are going to probably bring Will this time around, and then we'll bring Shadowheart. Those are probably going to be my main cast of characters. The side characters are obviously going to be Asterion and Lae'zel whenever chances arise. But I will need to fashion my party to be a little better than it is currently, because as of right now, things aren't being completely perfect. So, I'm going to recruit everybody, and we'll go from there. So, let's do this.
May the darkness protect you.
Alright, join me.
Alright.
Alright, so we got Lae'zel. We are going to recruit Will into the group. And we'll have to decide who else we're going to bring along, but...
The goblins still infest the roads.
Yeah.
That's the spirit.
Alright, we've got Will now. He is currently level 3, and now we just bring in Gale.
What's on your mind?
There we
With
go. Alright, that's everybody connected to the group.
Defender of the people.
Now I need to decide how I'm going to level everybody up from henceforth. So I guess I'm going to start by setting up...
Find a way forward.
Alright, let's decide who's going to be what. So, as of right now, we've got me being the Berserker Barbarian. I'm honestly debating if I actually stick with Berserker, because there are other ways I can go about doing the throw build. With the throw build, Rage or Frenzy just helps make it really easy to do. But I could certainly find other methods in order to do so. But this is an option we have. As for how we're going to throw henceforth, we're obviously going to be using indestructible chests, or at the very least, close to indestructible. That's why I have ornate chests, travel-worn chests, and heavy chests, and all that jazz. So these are going to be the 3 ways I'm going to be throwing things. Of course, we're going to need more weight before we can throw others, but that is besides the point. We'll throw these in there. I guess I could throw all this note stuff away. We'll throw some rocks in there, give it more weight, throw the rope in there. That brings it to 74.6. Toss the books in here for now, because we don't need those right now. There we go. Alright, now we're left with some boots, which we don't need, so we'll just toss those in here. We got some metallic gloves, which we can pass on to somebody. We got a pick, which we are going to keep for future reference. We got a leather helmet here. We've got a Idol of Saloon, which we'll probably sell. And we'll go from there, I guess. Alright, let's check out this mysterious artifact.
A curious ornate box. Its many sides are engraved with indecipherable glyphs.
Let's examine it more closely. Why not? We've got Shadowheart for guidance, so there we go. Oh, nope. No luck. Failure. Nothing. Alright.
Nothing.
Alright, let's drop it to the ground. Let's see what happens. What? Ow.
Looks like that box has taken a shine to you. So unconditional, isn't it? The affection of inanimate objects.
Let's try and force it open.
The box doesn't yield.
Oh, okay.
A box that simply refuses to be toyed with. Happens to the best of us.
Well, hey, no matter. We'll put it away. Maybe we'll figure it out what it does at a later date. But for now, it's going to have to be left alone. As for every bit of gear that we have, I guess we will... Well, let's decide who we're going to be giving stats to henceforth. So, Shadowheart, I'm probably going to leave as a cleric. We're going to move Will up to here, I guess. Because we want him... Well, I guess... Alright, so we got an Arcane Caster. We got a Divine Caster. Will is basically going to probably be range. I'm going to be melee. Well, no, I'm going to be range. So we need Will to be some semblance of melee alongside Shadowheart. So I guess we can still keep him as a Warlock if need be. But we will have to see. Alright, relationship between us is neutral. Let's level up Will now. And let's begin. I'm probably going to stick with the builds I currently have, but at a later date, we'll see if I need to swap it up. Alright. As for Will, I do believe I've leveled him up already, but we're pretty much going to go with Hex to start with. I wanted to go with Repelling Blast. Let's see. Fiendish Vigor, no. I don't need... I guess I could go... Well, I'm going Charisma with my Barbarian, aren't I? So I need him to be a face of sorts anyways. Okay, we can go with Agonizing Blast. That'd be pretty a good one. Yeah, let's go with Agonizing Blast here. There we go. That's level 2. Now for level 3. Okay, level 3 indicates a bunch of stuff. We could easily go for Hellish Rebuke. That's a safe option. We got things like Blindness, Cloud of Daggers. I'm going to go with... Well, we're probably going to want a second level spell, so we'll keep to that. Let's go with Misty Step. That's a safe option. I did originally go with Scorching Ray, but Misty Step is probably going to be helpful here. As for the Pact, we are going to go with... I think Pact of the Blade is the best option here. We could also go Pact of the Tome, which gives us Guidance, Vicious Mockery, and Thorn Whip. But I'm going to go Pact of the Blade this time, or for this one. This allows us to use our Dexterity, or rather our Charisma instead of our Dexterity, when using any Pact abilities. So we'll accept that, and we just need to choose a good weapon for him. So there you go. As of right now, he's only got a Rapier, but we can probably modify that in due time. We will send his supplies to camp. We will send the Scroll of Revivify to Whimsy. Put his packs down over here. And let's see.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
Pretty bad on an AC and whatnot, but that's fine.
Stopped me yet.
As for the gauntlets here, we are going to send these over to... Let's start with Will. And let's see if he can wear them. If he does wear them, he will not be able to cast spells. So we're going to send that to Whimsy for sale. Okay, we are going to... Let's see. We're not gonna... Well, I guess we can bind if need be. But we shouldn't need to. Alright.
Another step forward.
Aside from that, I can optimize their stats if I want. And you know what? I'm going to make an effort to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to Oh, right, we also need to choose abilities, so I'm gonna respec everybody here,
Up,
anyways.
I shall be here in thy camp.
Change my
As thou
class. Alright, so we're obviously going Cleric for Shadowheart. So we're gonna keep to that, I think? Unless we want to go Druid, which would be a very interesting change. Druids do have the option of healing, so it is a suitable option if need be. Let's see. We'll keep to Cleric. As for options, we are definitely going to go with Guidance here. We can get advantage on intimidation and performance checks with Thaumaturgy. Which I don't really need, I guess. Counts as an action. Let's get Thaumaturgy, because that gives advantage. Hold on, let me actually check this, because this might actually be a bad choice. Regardless, Resistance is a good one that we can have. Or we could go with Blade Ward. I think I'll be fine with those, but let's see what else we can go with. Alright, so we got a few domains that we can go with. There's Life Domain, which will give us healing abilities. Light Domain will give us things like Light, Burning Hands, Fairy Fire. Knowledge Domain gives us Command and Sleep. Nature Domain gives us Shillelagh, which is an interesting choice. We also get Speak with Animals and Animal Friendship. And we are proficient in animal handling, nature, and survival. There's also a few other things. Tempest Domain's pretty cool. We get Fog Cloud and Thunder Wave, as well as struck back at an attacking creature, potentially dealing 2 to 16 lightning damage. On a failed saving throw, you deal half of a 2 to 16 thunder damage roll. Then there's War Domain, which, when you make an unarmed or weapon attack, you can spend a War Priest. Okay. Interesting. Life Domain. Yeah, it's okay. Alright. Just turn that off. There we go. Strike back at an attacking creature. I kind of like the Tempest Domain. That's actually really interesting. Anybody who attacks her then would take 2 to 16 lightning or thunder damage. Okay, so it's lightning or thunder. With War Domain, you get things that boost that. Nature Domain will increase the amount of... Wait, we learn a Druid cantrip. And become proficient in animal handling, nature, and survival. Thorn Whip would pull. We got Produce Flame. Poison Spray would be pretty interesting. Shillelagh, if we give her a staff or club, that would deal 4 to 11 bludgeoning damage, which is interesting. It would also scale off her wisdom, which is arguably higher in this circumstance. Thorn Whip is also pretty good, which would pull enemies to her. Let's go with Thorn Whip here. I mean, the more variety of skills that we get, the better in this circumstance. So we want to keep Wisdom high. We are going to reduce her Charisma. Okay, we want Constitution higher. We want Strength to be higher. We're going to reduce our Dexterity, because she is going to be more melee-oriented. So I guess 16's a go-to. Yeah, because she's not going to be using Charisma or Intelligence, as far as I'm aware. Well, let's see. Let's take out these. Alright, we get... Okay, so for free we get religion and insight, it seems. As per the nature domain, we get proficiency in animal handling, nature, or survival. Oh, or survival. Oh, okay, so it's a choice there. Persuasion, no. Let's go with medicine, nature, and history, I guess? Let's actually change from nature to tempest. I much prefer that. As for our skills, we can choose between anything here. I'm going to go with medicine and history here. This will just help significantly more than the others. As for her abilities, let's see. Obviously, charisma is not going to be that great. We are probably going to want to increase her intelligence. So let's reduce our con to 13. We will increase intelligence accordingly. If I reduce my strength by a point, I can go and increase intelligence to 12 at least. So that way we're not dealing with a negative here. Yeah, we actually get better results with that. Horrible at persuasion stuff, but that's fine. I think I can make this work, because at the very least, once we hit level 4, we can actually use this to our advantage. So we're going to go Tempest Domain with her. She is going to... yeah, level 2 Cleric of Tempest Domain. She also gets to subclass feature Destructive Wrath. So when we roll thunder or lightning damage, you can use your channel divinity to deal maximum damage, which is interesting. Okay. As for spells, I guess for now we'll leave it alone because we are going to level her up to 3 here. There we go. And she gets some new spells among the Shatter and Gust of Wind here. Alright, there we go. She is now spec'd to Thunder. As for what we're going to go with, we'll cancel everything here. Thunderwave, Fog Cloud, Shatter, and Gust of Wind are always on her list. We are going to increase the listings here. Okay, we are going to put in Resistance over here. Well, let's, unlock this. Okay, we want the main hand attack here. We want the ranged attack here. We can remove rush attack and piercing shots. Okay, throw is going to be ranged. Improvised melee weapons there. We got shove there. We don't need dip because that's a weapon ability. Okay, jump. Dash. Aid. Sneak. Disengage. There we go.
What to do?
Pommel Strike should be there. That should be over there. We can remove Cleave. We can remove Lacerate. There we go. That should be fine.
I'm ready.
Basically the same I've got here. Firebolt can go there. We are going to put Resistance here. Guidance here. We're going to put Thaumaturgy here. Now, I'm not sure if Thaumaturgy will help in this situation, but we'll see. As for the others, we've got Thunderwave. This is a first level spell, so we'll set it there. Turn Undead is a class ability, so we'll put that there. Fog Cloud can go into first level spells. Gust of Wind goes here, as does Shatter. There we go. And now let's decide our abilities. Okay. Apologies if I'm taking so long, but it needs to be done. Okay, so we're probably going to be choosing 4 first level spells, so we're definitely going to want Bless. Shield of Faith would be pretty nice, but not required. Let's see, what else can we do? Bless is obviously just a great spell. We need concentration for it, though. Sanctuary does not require concentration, though, so that's a good one. We are going to want Guiding Bolts. And what else? Inflict Wounds would be a pretty good ability. Shield of Faith requires concentration, so not that great. Let's go with... Let's go with Command. That's a good one. Alright, but yeah, no, we're going to go with Bless. We're going to have Guiding Bolt. We'll take Guiding Bolt there. Alright, that's them sorted. I'll minimize that, so that way I can put you guys over here. There we go. Now, 2 second-level spells. Enhance Ability will be a lovely choice, but I don't think we got that luxury. Prayer of Healing's a really good one. Aid is pretty nice. See our allies increase their max HP. Let's go with Warding Bond, because this is going to help us bind our HP pools together. And going by the circumstances, we're probably going to want Spiritual Weapon. Because we're not going to be using as much second-level spells because we got Shatter. Yeah, Shatter is basically a damage type that we can use, so we're going to benefit from that. Alright, Will. As of right now, I don't need to change you up, as far as I'm aware, unless I want to change up your Charisma, which I really don't want. What I'd probably do is I'd increase your Strength a little bit, reduce your Dex a little bit, keep your Con as is, reduce your Intelligence maybe slightly. But other than that, I think I'm fine. Other than that, let's just increase you to 3 slots, and let's get you... much like everybody else. You do need a ranged weapon, so I'm going to have to fish through my inventory for that. Let's see. Let's get you a light crossbow. Send that to Will. At the very least, you can use something ranged, so... better to have it spare just in case. Let's get rid of dip. This, and this. Alright, throws there. Devised weapon. Not that we're going to need it. Put that there, this here, this here. Okay, Eldritch Blast is a common ability, so we're going to keep that there. Hex is going to be very situational, but we'll probably keep it on the first level to second level abilities. Alright. Blade Ward. Let's see. What else? We've got Arms of Hadar. So we will have that there. We'll have this here. We're probably going to move this here specifically. Armor of Agathis can go there. We're going to get Pact of the Blade stuff over here. And we got Misty Step there. There we go. Gain temporary hit points to deal 10 cold damage to any creature that hits you with a melee attack. This is until long rest, so we use that immediately. Arms of Hadar. Level 2 Warlock spells, slot 2. Okay. Hex is fine. Arms of Hadar. We shouldn't need to use that, as far as I'm aware. Hex is fine. And Misty Step is going to naturally just be a really good ability to have. But we're probably going to be focused melee here, so... either we're going to give him a shield, or something else is going to happen. Either way, we're going to be using Eldritch Blast a lot, so... we shouldn't need to worry too much. What we'll probably do is have this just be in close we'll be in close quarters with him. And for Gale, as for you, my guy,
so might as well.
Let's unlock this. Let's get everything set up for you. Okay, throw, improvised weapon. Get rid of that. This. Okay, jump. That there. Disengage here. Sneak. Alright, now for your spells, my guy. Let's get rid of everything. And in fact, you know what? Let's actually redo your class specifically. Because we do want to do this, at the very least. Hey, buddy.
I shall be here in thy camp.
Change my class, my guy. Now, of course, I could do the shenanigans where I steal from the guy, but I'm not going to do that. As for what we're going to do, we're going to take out everything here. We are immediately going to get the Friends cantrip. That is going to help us a lot in conversations. As for what else we're going to be doing, let's see. Firebolt is just a staple to have. Really don't need it, but we can use it if need be. We are definitely grabbing Minor Illusion. No, we don't need Minor Illusion because we're going to go with the improved illusion route. So I guess, let's see. Don't need Shocking Grasp, don't need Blade Ward. Reduces target movement speed by 3 meters. Project a puff of poisonous gas. Let's go with Firebolt, because this ignites things. Throw a bubble of acid that damages each creature it hits. I think this is like an area of effect ability, so this might be pretty good. No, we're going to go with Ray of Frost, or do I go something else? Don't need advantage on my cantrips. Shocking Grasp in the offhand somebody comes in close is tempting. Let's see, how much damage does it do? I'm not sure, but I'm assuming it does a lot. So we're going to go with that. As for spells, cancel everything here. Alright, let's see what we got here. Magic Missile is going to be a staple. We don't want Charm Person here. Yeah, so we're not going to use Charm Person. We can go Chromatic Orb, which allows us to hurl a Sphere of Thunder. Color Spray is nice, but not needed. Not at this level. Expeditious Retreat is really good in a pinch, but not for this run. Featherfall we're grabbing. Find Familiar is going to be really nice, because it just adds another unit to this battle, if need be. Breeze is a good staple for any caster. Mage Armor is going to help increase Gale's survivability. And let's see. We don't need Shield, don't need Sleep. Tasha's Hideous Laughter is going to be really nice. Alternatively, we go with something else. I think Witch Bolt is going to be really nice. Yeah. Deal an additional D12, or 1 to 12, yeah, a D12 lightning damage each turn by activating it. So as long as I keep this active, I can keep using it, basically. Which is really consistent for a spell. Definitely worth considering. As for abilities, we don't necessarily need that high of a strength, so we can ignore strength. Dexterity is nice, but not required, because we use our casting stats more than anything. As for learning abilities, Investigation, Insight, Persuasion is not exactly something you need, because you're not going to be the face of the party. Okay, what else can I do here? Okay, well, we got 2 abilities, then we got proficiency here. Well, we could get religion here. Or nature. Let's go with nature, because I don't think we have that high of a focus in it. We are lacking somebody who can actually use sleight of hand, stealth, and all that jazz, but that's fine. We'll probably have somebody take the skilled feats. which will allow us to get 4 additional learned skills, which will help in investigation, all that jazz. So we've got investigation, we got nature, history, arcana. We're probably going to get religion, followed by... Well, we're going to get religion somewhere. I don't know. But persuasion is not something that you need. As for stats here, we can reduce your charisma down to 8. That'll give us 4 additional points to work with. We can reduce your con by a bit, if need be. Let's see. What would we learn in turn? I mean, I guess increasing con would be nice. Increasing dex would be nice. There we go. I think that'll be a good enough build for Gale. Again, I don't know. I'm just going wing it, basically. And we'll see how things pan out. Alright. As for abilities, we're going, obviously, Illusion. That way we can get the improved Minor Cantrip ability. Okay, we are going to go with the first level spells. Let's see. 2 additional first level spells. Let's see. In a pinch, I know for a fact that... Well, we're going to go with... let's see. Long Strider is a good until Long Rest. Enhanced Sleep is always good because it's a ritual spell, I believe. Let's go with Fog Cloud, and let's go with Enhanced Sleep. Why not? As for prepared spells, I think those are fine. No, let's get rid of, let's get rid of Witch Bolt. We're gonna want Mage Armor here. And I guess I'll go for that for now. Featherfall I can actually get rid of for Witch Bolt for now. There we go. Done. Alright, level 3. Okay. 2 new spells. As for what we're gonna go with... That's always the problem, huh? Choosing something that you like. Out of everything... Let's go for Web, because that will, well, maybe not Web, actually. Lure requires concentration. Let's go with Cloud of Daggers. That's a good staple. And we're gonna go with... I mean, Detect Thoughts would be pretty good. But no, it requires focus. Let's go with Scorching Ray. That's just a good staple. Cloud of Daggers and Scorching Ray. Combat abilities, but hey, you kind of need combat abilities when you're going through these sorts of things. For now, though, cantrips will go here. There we go. Alright, Magic Missile, Grease. Arcane Recovery will go here, as will Improve Minor Illusion. There we go. Enhanced Sleep is a ritual ability, so that's nice. We will get Witch Bolt here. Find Familiar is going to go over here, as is this. There we go. And this is going to last until Long Rest. So, I think it's high time we start doing our first of many long rests. Yes, I want to end a day. It's a long time coming. Now, I could talk with the individuals in camp. I think it's high time we do so, I think? Yeah, why not? Well, do I? Nah, let's leave it for later. I've already done a lot of sorting here, so there you go. We got a bunch of food here. Let's do a full rest. The first
You don't sleep
of few.
well, flitting between dreams and nightmares. Maybe you wake up because you know something is wrong. Or maybe you just get lucky.
Shit. No, it's not what it looks like. I swear. I wasn't going to hurt you. I just needed, well, blood.
There, in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire, a slave to sanguine hunger.
How long since you killed anyone? Days? Hours?
I've never killed anyone. Well, not for food. I feed on animals. Boars. Deer. Kobolds. Whatever I can get. But it's not enough. Not if I have to fight. I feel so... weak. If I just had a little blood, I could think clearer. Fight better. Please.
A strange sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed.
I don't care how much you need. You're not drinking my blood.
No. No, of course. Silly of me to even ask. I'll go and find something on 4 legs to eat, I suppose. See you in the morning.
Yeah, go ahead.
You watch him stalk away, slumped, sulking, and ready to kill.
Yeah, whatever. Well, it's over now. I hope. Okay. But with that, that's our, that's something, to say the least.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
I guess we'll go talk with him, see what he's got on his mind now. Certainly got a lot to say.
Morning. I hope last night's little unpleasantness hasn't left a bad taste in your... Well, I hope there are no bad feelings.
No, but I have some questions. How have you survived out there in the sun?
Oh, I have no idea. By rights, I should be cinders in this light, but someone or something is keeping me alive. Standing in the sun, wading through a river, wandering into homes without an invitation. They're all perfectly mundane activities now. As for my other quirks, well, we can figure those out in time.
What's causing this? The Mind Flayer's parasite?
That's my theory, but who knows? I'm just glad you're being sensible about these revelations. I was worried people might turn up with torches and pitchforks. Although there's still time.
So we're traveling with a vampire, are we? Of course we are. Word of warning, Astarion. I taste absolutely awful.
I'd just better not wake in the night to find fangs at my throat.
We need him, like it or not.
He's not wrong. We're bound together, no matter what comes.
I'd just better not wake with any holes in my neck.
There now. We're all friends again. Shall we go? There's a long day ahead of us.
Yep. So, in regards to how I'm going to be dealing with inventory from now on, I'm probably just going to rely on Astarion to just be, in general, a lockpick guy, so we'll just have to go from there. But before that, it seems like we got a friend here. Hello, Scratch. Hey, buddy. Haha. Alright. He's decided to stay with us. Well, that's not bad. We've got mugwort, we've got a ball here, apparently. So that's fun. A few other things that we could probably do, I would presume, is just explore around. Mugwort is apparently here. We can certainly do with that, that's for sure. Alright, I guess we are good to go. We've had to spend some gold, but... I mean, that's fine. Sometimes you just need to spend gold to earn a living. As for other things, let's see.
My magic.
We're gonna send this hat over to whom has the lowest. I guess we'll give this to Will.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more.
Yeah, we'll send the helmet over to Will so we can wear that.
The pride of the gate.
There we go. He can still cast spells, thankfully, with a hat, so we just need to just make sure we're doing that. There we go. And we are good to go, I think. Alright, we're going to end our conversations from here, and let's leave camp. We've got 2 rests, short rests, rather, and now we can thoroughly explore this area. We're going to be using our goblin to get most conversations out of the way. And I've been thinking about how I want to do this build, and I've decided that I'm going to have 1 level in Bard, so that way I can take advantage of the charisma buffs that I'm missing out on. Unfortunately, armor class is not so easily rectified, but before we do go, we are going to set up some spells for prep as we go. So to start off, we are going to activate Armor of Agathis, which gives us 10 temp HP. We don't need to cast anything else as far as I'm aware there.
Stay idle.
As for Shadowheart, we're going to move her over to here, I guess. We are going to have her with the Warding Bond ability. And we're going to ward with Whimsy here, I guess. There we go. That way we have a bit more of a defense here. Thankfully, there's no focus that we need, so that's good. As for other things, we are going to go with... let's see. Bless is going to be nice in certain circumstances, but we don't need it just yet. As for abilities beyond that, we don't need anything there, so we're fine.
Where am I needed?
Alright, as for you, we are going to use Pact of the Blade, and we need to decide on a weapon. I think I'm going to have Will go with a glaive as a weapon, as opposed to a rapier. Alright. From there, we've got Brace, we've got Rush Attack, and we've got Lacerate. We are then going to use Pact of the Blade here. Oh wait, hold on. This is per battle. But yeah, no, we're going to be using a Pact-bound Glaive for this. This is going to give us extra reach, which will be really nice for us. As for Gale, we are going to need to precast Mage Armor for future reference. There we go. That'll give him 13 there. And it's until long rest, so we don't need to focus on it. In addition, we are going to be using Find Familiar. As for who we're going to bring along... We can use a cat for meowing. We could use a frog for Bufotoxin. There's a rat, a raven, and a spider. You know what? I like the idea of a crab. Let's bring a crab into our party. Why not? We now have a conjured crab. It didn't cost us a spell slot, and now we've got our pets. It is going to pinch people.
All's well that ends. Not as bad.
As for whether it's going to be a good idea, we'll have to see.
There's no time to waste.
Now, let's see. Toward an ally, they gain resistance to all damage. Each time an ally takes damage, you take the same amount. So we're going to be taking a lot of damage if they start focusing Whimsy.
Can't give up now.
But then again, we are a partial throw build. But that might change, so we'll probably be ranged later on. But who knows? For now, we'll be fine. I'm going to save here. Yep, there we go. There we go. Stream 4, and let's see what else we can find. Seems like we got quite the, oh. What the hell happened here?
Seems like a pack of goblins swarmed the owlbear.
She
no
deserves
kidding.
better than that.
Jesus. That's ominous. I mean, there's bows, there's plenty of stuff here. Kind of feel bad for the owlbear, huh? Pork loin. We get an owlbear egg here. Cool.
An owlbear egg. These are supposed to be worth a fortune.
The Oakfather's Embrace. This is an uncommon medium armor. Undead creatures that hit the wearer receive a d6 radiant damage. Beasts that hit the wearer deal an additional. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, so if I'm hit by a beast, I take an additional d6. Oh. That's ominous. Okay, owlbear specifically. They have a head of a broken spear. You know, now that I think about it, I should have something here. I just can't remember where that piece is. In fact, I think it's on somebody in particular. I can't remember. I don't know where I put that other piece. I'll have to figure it out later. But for now, it seems like the owlbear's perished. That's unfortunate. I thought we would be able to talk with it. I guess not. Not in this circumstance, anyways. That's a shame. Oh well. That's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Owlbear eggs. Already hatched. No point in taking these.
Yeah. So it seems like this owlbear had a clutch of kids. We just were too late for the rest. Well, hopefully we'll find, hopefully we'll figure things out. Who knows? Alright. We're gonna hop over. Everybody over. There we go. Here's we got a cracked rock here. Oh, the poor conjured crab can't do much.
That's curious.
Oh. Dirt mound here. Let's check this out. And we got ourselves a chest. We get ourselves an arrow of roaring thunder and holy water. Ooh, that's pretty good. Alright, well, from there, I guess there's nothing around here that we can do, so we're just gonna have to get ready to fight whatever we come across. Alright, everybody. Let's get out of here. Nothing in here for us to actually deal with, so off we go. As for this armor, I mean, we can equip it. There's no harm in it. It is counted as medium armor. And I think I still get my features as far as I'm aware, unless I'm wrong. Let's see. Wearing heavy armor repeats all positive effects from rage. Let's see. Yep. As far as I'm aware, for now, medium armor is going to be our best friend. So, off we go. Oh, as a plus side, we also get a resistance to any... We get resistance thanks to Warding Bond, which is a really good spell. Especially if you're going solo.
Was a time I tussled with hill giants without breaking a sweat. Now, a mere werebear could swat me halfway to Earth.
Strange things are happening to us. festers in our minds may well impel our bodies.
Okay. Now, let's see. What areas do we have? We've got... We can investigate Kaga over by the swamp here, but we won't be able to get there anytime soon. I think we make our way north to hunt down Karlach. And we'll see how things pan out. Who knows? Maybe we'll get something interesting to see. But we're probably going to go for whatever we see first. There we go. Mugwort. There we go.
Have you wondered what people will say, Will, when they find out the monster hunter is becoming a monster?
I've faced countless perils and conquered them all. This will be no different.
Okay, so this area is just basically another way into the Owlbear Cave, so don't worry about it too much. As for here... too high to jump. Okay, so we're gonna have to go down this way then, if we want to get to the camp. Which is fine. We just have to go over here, I guess.
A humble specimen, aren't you?
On occasion.
Okay. From here... Oh god. That's a mess.
Dead goblins. Travelers.
Were they heading to the Druid's Grove?
Their armor, quarterstaff, scrolls of Featherfall. I guess this must be the group that encountered the Goblin Menace. But that's fine. Well, not fine per se, but hey. It's loot we can use, that's for sure. Okay, let's toss out the bottle here. What's this? Drawn in thick charcoal lines upon an animal skin, this childlike portrait depicts 3 stick figures. A goblin with sparks in its hands, a square, humanoid figure, and what seems to be an elf. Each of them is wearing a simple crown. That's... Okay, so they must be key figures in this situation, or at the very least, what the goblins see as key figures. There seems to be a bunch of traveler chests. I'm not complaining. This means we've got plenty of stuff that we can utilize. We got a bunch of daggers here. A bunch of plateware. We can actually sell that for a hefty sum, I presume. So we'll grab those while we can. I don't think there's anything else beyond that, so I guess we will... Okay, there's another corpse there, and it seems like... I guess this is the town? I don't see anything in the distance currently, but I predict that this is an area that, very clearly going to be a hostile area. Let's go sneaky here. And we need to decide if we're going to go this way or we're going to go another way. I think we go around here, and we find another way into the camp. We might find a, We might find a better result if we go that way, go another way. Because it looks like an ambush just straight up if we go that way. Or at least it feels like it anyways. Okay, as for things here, let's go. Oh, I hear the sounds of people.
Best be on my way. Maybe I need more pockets.
Let's get bone caps here. Vitriol of bone cap. That's pretty nice. Got another rogue's morsel. And you know what? I never actually did down some potions, because I kind of need those. Oh, perception failed. Oh, hello.
Something over there.
What's this? A backpack with supplies in it. Inside this bag, specifically, is elixirs of fire resistance, a simple toxin, and a bunch of gold. I mean, I'm not complaining. That's, you know, extra gold for us. Okay, we're going to toss this in here, and you know what? In this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to down a potion of animal speaking. Not a Featherfall potion here. I will be downing an elixir of hill giant strength. There we go. We shouldn't need this. as far as I'm aware. But yeah, no, we need the Speak with Animals, we need the Hill Giant Strength. We got some other scrolls. We could use this, which requires concentration, which I don't think I need. Let's see. Alchemist Fire, no. Toss this over here. You know what? I'm going to move this here. I'm going to move this here. I'm going to put this pouch here. And we are going to toss in the parasites here specifically. We are going to toss in all of these throwables here. Just clear up our inventory space a little bit. Reese can go in there. We'll keep the arrows for now. We'll move these up. Like so. Down you to there. Here we go. That'll organize a little bit better. We'll toss the... And we don't need these. We'll leave the rotten eggs away. Let's see. We got holy water. This can go in here. Arrow of lightning can go over here. There we go. What else? Featherfall scrolls can go here. Apologies if I'm taking so much time. We'll toss those in there. Send that there. Toss the stone in here. And let's take everything here and toss it into... Wait, hold on. This is not going in there. Toss everything except for... Well, I guess I'll organize it later, but toss all those into there. There we go. That's 1,000 items, jeez. Or 1,000 in gold, that is.
What's that?
Oh. We'll grab that then. What's in here? Another chest, jeez, that's a lot. We got Frostkiss Ale, we got some arrows, we got some vials, and we got some gloves. Once per turn after the wearer dashes or takes a similar action, they can jump without using a bonus action. Oh, that's actually really nice for
I saw
me.
you training those children. You were so gentle. That's not how I was taught.
Cruel words strengthen neither heads nor hearts, Shadowheart.
I wouldn't quite say that. I learned a lesson, after all.
You came to resent your tutor, I bet. I taught them to fight, not to hate.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Okay. Well, we can either go down or we're going to go up. I think I'm going to go up here and see what we run into. Okay, nothing so far. Oh, hello. Alright, let's save here. I'm not going to be reloading this circumstances, so if I fail, I fail. But, I just need to be ready for when, things go tits up, basically.
Hello and welcome to Bogrot. Now, kindly, gives all your stuff.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
Alright, well, I guess I don't need to be nice to these guys. These guys are causing problems. Let's roar. Let's get angry. There we go.
Temper on you, eh? Fine, keep your goods. Our crowd own this town. We can take you anytime we want.
Oh, sure you can.
What was the Blade of Frontier's toughest kill?
Ah, it was a great scrap. A hungry minotaur with a hankering for human flesh. An axe-bearing mountain of fur she was. Gave me a
Yeah, they stand no chance against us. But we'll grab this,
Mind if I don't ask to
and
see.
let's see what we find here. Garbage. Okay.
Everything here is ours. Bugger off.
Well, somebody's angsty. Well, I don't care. I'll take what I can.
So, will with a Y. Why?
Wooden barrels. Okay, I could throw these if I need to.
Why?
Why? A great uncle's name, my father said.
Okay, a pot lid,
You couldn't spell.
fork, serving spoon, bowl. We're gonna take these crates, though. We're gonna pick that up. There we go. Alright, pick up. There we go. And that is new fodder for us to throw. We'll toss these out. Alright, we've got more ammunition, as it were. Definitely going to be using some things to throw around here, but that's besides the point.
Come on, gotta be something here.
Absolute don't want this junk.
How'd you know?
I just do. And the others get drunk off that shop as if you
Alright, the wonders of Paladrin here. Okay. Don't need that. A household prayer. Lathander to light, Saloon to guide. Kevlamore to judge, and passage provide. Okay. So I guess we need to go here. Okay, so we got some mugwort, we got some antidotes. I'm not complaining, it gets us more stuff here. So yeah, we're just gonna slowly but surely loot everything here. Sure gonna get us something, I'm sure. Okay, nothing there. Barrel with some water. I mean, it's cash. I'm not gonna strip it. Raw tomato, absolutely not. Okay, nothing there, nothing there. Nothing there. Okay, nothing there. Okay, we've got... Let's read this. On death and resurrection. I mean, I guess I'll grab this. Take all, because it is money. Wooden boxes. There is a herb hanger, which has nothing. Oh, there's a wooden thing here. Let's grab some dagger roots. An apothecary's ledger. Deliver specifically requested plants to the cellar. Keep away from prying eyes.
There's a cellar here somewhere.
Yep. We got
I
a
don't
potion
see
of
one.
healing. A potion of sleep. Got some mugwort and antidotes. Alright, there's a bottle rack here. A cupboard. There's an antidote. Alright, Lacolite. I think that's useful. Alright, another bottle rack. We don't need those. Alright, I guess we need to go into this, which is the cellar. Off we go. Okay, we are met with a potion of healing. A few bottles, large bottles, nothing too crazy. Take those. Those are more herbs. We can certainly use those. Oh, even more. Well, this should cover our potion problems. A valley with a brook. We should probably take that, actually. Paintings, yep. Paintings are actually very valuable. So we're going to take those and take advantage. Alright, some potions, a bottle rack. Nothing too crazy, anyways. desk with an inkwell. That's going to be money. Okay, books. More books. Even more. Just light this place up a little bit. Absolutely did jack. Ooh, we got some cloves. Yeah, we'll grab them just because we can. No real reason to use them, but hey, they're there. Might as well. Potion of healing. Ooh, a water barrel. I'll pick that up. And I will send the water barrel to camp. Here we go. Potion of sleep. Fall into a magical slumber. Condition ends when you take damage or are helped. Alright, let's see. We don't need the hat. I guess we can go with the casual sandals. Why not? We'll get those. These rags we don't need. We'll get the road dusters. And we'll toss the rest into our bags here. There we go. Be right back a second. Okay, apologies for that. I'm now back. Okay, so we want to get these into here. So we'll do that. Move that into there. We've got a grease bottle. We'll toss that into here. Acid vial can go in as well. This. There we go. Antidote is definitely going in here. Water we can sell. Arrow of Ice, we are probably going to just move down to here. Here we go. Huh. Disappeared, but that's fine. Let's see. Do I want to get rid of Gloves of Missile Flaring? Yeah, I'm fine without them. So we're going to go with, instead, the Fleet Fingers. Because this will help with our jumps. So that way, instead, we could actually dash and jump as opposed to the normal jump. Which is pretty nice. As for who's going to be getting them, anybody with a high dex is perfectly fine for this. I guess we're going to give it to Will. Or maybe not Will, but we give it to Gale. I think he can use these gloves. And be able to still cast spells. Yep. As long as it's a magical item, he should be able to be good.
Never a dull moment.
Alright, magic items. Other than that, let's see. Nowhere has 50 or less HP. They won't provoke AOs. You know, we should probably use this. Well, no, we don't use this yet. But that is something that we can use. Let's see. Color spray is tempting. Guidance is going to be really nice on somebody else, just in case we need to use it.
Of the gate. We're a long way from Waterdeep.
Friends. Can't use the friends cantrip. Personally, anyways. So I guess... Yeah, no, we're gonna need the friends cantrip on ourselves then, if we can't use it with Gale then. But that's fine. I have expected that I'm gonna be running into situations like that. Alright, mead moss, garlic. What else? There's a few chests here that we can grab. Destitute shoes and all that. We'll take those, I guess. Alright, we got a wooden chest. It is sturdy, though. And it has some potions. We'll pick this up. That's going to be nice. We'll grab the poison resistance. The potion of healing recipe. Suspicious potion. Let's see. Oh, that's 2 failed perception checks. Ah. Seems like we're not finding anything too secret. Well, that said, we actually found it. If we move this over, Hit this. There we go. We'll take Tiger Mist here. And it seems like we got secrets down here. We'll take the Maid with Duster here. Okay, we've got some quills. They weigh nothing, so they're just free money. Alright. That's more money in the bank. This is a weight of 10. I'm going to take these out and toss them to the side. There we go. And I'm actually going to put this gilded chest in here for sale. The wooden chest here is going to be used as throwing fodder. These are going to be spare throwings, so we'll just get these ready. Okay. Let's get all these into the bag there. There we go. Elixir of poison resistance will go in. There we go. Okay. Move that here, this to here. Wyvern Toxin. I guess that goes here, I guess. Okay, Quill there. Tiger Mist. This. And I guess Shortbow can go in. There we go. Oh, right, that's a suspicious potion. We should probably avoid putting that in our bag. There we go. This potion will leave you worse for wear, yeah. Let's see. Someone has filled the rest of the page with repetitions of, why is it always healing potions? This goddamn primitive village. And the occasional, someday I'll kill that mongrel of master. Luckily, the recipe itself is still mostly legible. Salts of rogue's morsel, suspension of merg brass. Method. So just suspension until a vortex forms. Carefully tip in the salts, keep stirring until the salts dissolve, and the solution takes on a red hue. And keep in mind, when in doubt with alchemy, just recall the rule of 3. Thrice the same ingredient forms an extract excellent. Oh, okay. Now, for alchemy. I never did explore on this, but basically all you do, you gotta collect as much extracts as possible, because the extracts are what you use to make potions. So you just click extract all ingredients, and then you can make a bunch of potions if you need to. So if you want to make any potions, this is the way to go for it. As for what I'm going to be going for... Oh, hello, Killer Crossover. How are you doing? Really anything goes. As long as you know what you're doing and make sure you have the extracts, you're basically golden, so... Always collect what you can regarding ingredients, because it's how you're going to get most of your things. I am doing lovely. How about you? As for where we go here, I don't see anything too crazy aside from this area here. So I guess off we go. Ah. For those of you familiar with this area, there is an easy way to handle this, but you're going to need to get things ready. So get ready to huck a lot of things into position. Okay, we're going to toss you here. Let's see, we want to toss you all the way over to the edge, specifically. Well, maybe not even edge. We just need to make sure you're in a cluster. But yeah, no, for those not familiar, you should know that this is a very dangerous area. That's why you got plant things. So we're just going to toss a bunch of these over.
What's that?
I will leave that there. And let's just carefully toss things over. Good to hear. Good to hear. Alright, I'll move that there. Move this over to here. Alright. We need to get you. I guess I could... no, we can't pick them up. We can only throw them. Well, that's fine. If we throw that here, that should be fine. Okay, you can go there. Bullywog trumpets. I'll leave that alone for now, until I get everything set. Okay, over here. Alright, we'll throw you there. There we go. Okay, bring you along. All the way over. Over here. And then we toss you into here. There we go. Now, carefully just bring this last one over. Shouldn't be too hard. I think this is the lot that we need. Oh, careful that I don't open it by accident. And I do believe with that, we can just toss these guys up on top here. Alright, I think that should be fine enough. Alright, let's save here, because this is going to be quite messy, if I recall correctly. So we're going to overwrite that. Alright. So, to start off with, we are going to get me over to here. Alright, Gale, I want you over here, because I'm going to need you to play distraction here.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Now for Will, because you don't have much AoE, I guess you can stick around with me.
There is work to do.
Shadowheart, you have an AoE as well, so we're going to want you at the ready here, basically. Honestly, she'll need to use Bless here as well. Oh, well, thank you. I hope you enjoy your time, Killer Cross Nova.
Watching and waiting.
Alright, let's see. I don't need that ability. Okay, I think the best thing I can do here is grease it up. But I should be fine otherwise. So I guess I'll start with a grease here. I want to make sure I'm not hitting myself, though. So I will do... Let's move over to here. Let's grease up at least to this point here. There we go.
Yes, yes.
Go stealth, and now we open it up. Now there's a reason I'm doing it this way. Oh. I'll just get myself into initiative. You're gonna start opening things, I bet. Yep. But they're being knocked prone here, so there we go. Up to 33 hit points I can blind. There is no real need to do so, but regardless. Let's enter a frenzy. There we go. We are going to want to reckless attack here. Oh, 1 second. Okay, I just need to finish this fight, then I've got to go for a little bit, but I will be back shortly, so... Oh, here we go. It begins. Okay. Well, that was something. Oh, perfect. You're not into position, huh? Okay, then I can use an area of effect ability here. Hold on. If I go into... Oh, wait, hold on. I need to go into tab here. Now, if I open up this... No, not the alchemy pouch, but this pouch, I should have some throwables I could use here. Let's use the acid vial, I think. Yeah, the acid vial will deal 2 to 12 damage. Alternatively, I could go with a void bulb, or anything else, really. But if we use an acid vial here, which is arguably going to be the best here, we should be able to really ruin their day. Yep, an acid vial would catch them all. I just need to get into position.
Yes.
Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Acid vial. There we go. Get everybody. We'll then throw down an illusion right here to distract everybody. There we go. Then I move out of the way. And I guess I end my turn there.
So much for peace.
I will end my turn here.
No holding back.
Okay, it's now time for Will's turn. They're all surprised, I bet. But before I do, I'm going to use Shadowheart here. How long I've been playing this game? I do believe it has been only 16 hours. Not in a collective time frame, just roughly within that time frame for 4 streams. At least somewhere around that range. Anyways, if I do this, I can get everybody here. Alternatively, I can go with Thunder Wave. Either one would work here. I'm gonna go with Shatter because it deals arguably more. Yeah, this deals 3d8. It damages all nearby creatures and objects. Creatures made of inorganic material, such as stone, have disadvantage. Or I could just do this, which would do equally as much. Which, this would deal 3d8. This just knocks them back. No, I'm gonna go with Shatter here. It should target all of them easily. There we go. We will use Destructive Wrath here and completely obliterate the enemies. And we shall move over to here, I guess, and jump over to get into a defensive line. Yes. I assume most things like that is, you know, advertisement. I don't really want to join anything. I'm just doing my own thing here. Alright, I'm gonna get a weapon out, get defenses up. There we go, that's her done. Okay, let's see. 1 HP, 4 HP, both of them are basically near dead, so I can quite literally just get into attacking them, need be. Let's go for an Eldritch Blast, that's just a safe option. We'll attack the 4 HP one. That's a miss. A shame, but that's just how it goes. I'm not going to use my Hex here, though. Ah, it's time for crab time. We're going to have the crab jump over the fire. He's acid, or in acid, but he's going for the hit. Nope. No luck. But it dies because of the fire. Or, no, it's actually prone. Oof. Fire goes down. She takes a ton of damage, Shadowheart. But we get a reaction of Storm or Thunder. We're going to go with Lightning here. Boom. We then go for this. Reckless attack. And there we go. That's combat. What other games do I play? I play various things, but the main things I do play is, or at least for right now, is Baldur's Gate 3, I play Minecraft, and I play Divinity Original Sin 2. I usually mix it up, but once I finish the series, I usually branch off to something else. But yeah, that is the fight. As long as you plan it out, you're basically golden, which is really nice. But for now, I've actually got to be right back real quick, so I'm going to be doing that in a bit. Well, I've got to be right back for like a few minutes, but when I return, I will continue streaming. But I digress. I will see you guys then, or see you guys in a bit. Take care. Alright, I am now back. Let's get back into things. 1 second. I need to take a breath. Yeah, no, bringing in liquor, not a easy task. Okay. Let's see, what do we get? We managed to get a bunch of longbows, which was common for these guys. And if you know how you're fighting these guys, then it's just an easy battle. Yeah. But other than that, it's an easy battle. It's just a bunch of skeletons doing a bunch of things. Alright. Bone chill, notepad.
What's inside?
And that. Okay, what do we got? We've got... A is for Azuth, not gods. Okay. How much gold is it worth? Much like any other book, 14 gold.
Oh, cursed to put my hands on everything.
It seems our loot goblin is realizing the gravity of the situation. Oh well. Not our problem. Wait. Okay, that's something. Something seems to be making a lot of noise on the other side there. We don't need that. Let's see. Anything in the barrel? Nope. Water. We are now encumbered. That's fine. I've half expected that to be the case. Items, let's see. Well, I mean, Will and Gale actually have a decent dex, so I can actually send them a longbow. So I'll give Will that. Gale can have that. Shadowheart, I believe you have a magical crossbow. Yes, you do. We'll give you the longbow. This is gonna be a... Oh, are you... You're not proficient with it. Okay, so that's fine. We'll send this to Whimsy, as is this. And for you, you're not proficient either, so I guess we go back to Whimsy there. There we go.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Alright. We will toss this in here. Keep this pouch on us, just in case. Summon Quasit. Summon a familiar with the form of a Quasit that can turn invisible and scare enemies. Cool. We got the arrow here. We can use that for future use, I'm sure. Got another scroll here. Put that there. Water will go in there. Keep the scroll here. Potion of Sleep is probably going to be kept in Where's Here. And aside from the backpack, everything will go into the inventory here. And we will finally send this over to the camp for future use. And we'll use this new bag here. There we go. Alright, we got an ornate mirror here. We'll save here. And let's check this out. Out of curiosity. And we'll have to see what happens.
Light on my feet.
Speak your name.
I'm Zebo Haraduk.
I do not know this name. If you are known to my master, step forward and declare yourself an ally.
I kind of actually like this strength option. I pick up a rock to smash the mirror. Guidance, here we go. 21. Haha! Violence is the answer. Yeet! Ha-ha!
A well-guarded laboratory. What were they hiding down here?
A simple but effective solution. Malice, oh god. Alright, so we got a bunch of crystals there. A whole laboratory here. Pretty cool. Not so cool for the guy that had to witness his mirror get lost, but... I mean, that's his problem, not mine. The book is filled with pages of observations, tracking travelers and people in the village. Huh. Interesting. Pick this up. Don't add to wares. There we go. We got the Rubicon. Alright, that's nice. We got some more research notes, and a dead body, apparently. Let's see. What's this do? Raised dead, failed. Not gone too long, body decomposed. Reanimation, failed. Came back as a ghoul, had to kill again. Speak with dead, failed. Answers unhelpful. Clone, failed. Needs living tissue. Reanimation plus clone, failed. Had to kill both ghouls. Resurrection, failed. Why? Magical curse. True resurrection. I have reached the limit of my skills and resources. The book offers help. Dare I accept? A book. Oh, it must be talking about the book in there, huh? Okay. Well, I mean, we can check it out, I suppose, but I don't think I need it. Oh! Let's, enter turn-based mode. Okay, we're going to... we can't disarm it, so I'm not going to bother. So, instead...
Whatever it takes.
Let's just break the door. Why not? Let's see. Medium toughness, piercing resistance, bludgeoning resistance, acid resistance. Do we have acid? I don't think we do. I did consider it, but... Let's see. Weak to acid, weak to bludgeoning. Psychic resistances and all that.
My faith protects me.
Okay, I mean, we can go over here. Perception failed.
Yeah, you're right hard.
Perception failed.
Lost in thought.
I mean, as long as one of us stays on the plate, we should be fine. So, as long as I separate myself from the group, I can just stay there.
Let's get on with it.
Let's see. I can bind, or I can go Pacted Blade. Alright, let's just start attacking this gate, I guess. Okay, nothing. Okay, so maybe not that. I can summon something different. I guess I can go for a Warhammer here. There we go. Nice. A Pact-bound Warhammer. Alright, well, let's break it down. Come on. Yeah, no, it's got... This should be bludgeoning, isn't it? It is bludgeoning, yeah.
No time to rest.
Well, actually, hold on. Is there another way I can get about this?
What's next, I wonder?
Alright, well... target is too far. Path is interrupted.
Where am I needed?
Okay, I think I might need a load. Yeah, because otherwise the trap is going to be my downfall here. Although, you know what? Maybe I just need to check around the room. Maybe that's my solution here. Let's see. There's a gilded chest, the evil eye. We'll pick that up. The evil eye. That's a book, I believe. So we don't need that. Alright, we got another wooden chest over here. We got some mugworts. Alright, I'll pick that up. Oh, that might be what we need. A rusted key. Okay, we'll take that rusted key. And we should be able to open this up. Through this. I think. Yep, there we go. Okay. We will send this to Whimsy. We will send this to Whimsy. There we go. We are going to go into turn-based mode here. Alright, let's pick this up. Alright, I can't reach it. Okay, I guess dashing is needed here. Pick this up. Yoink. Alright, that's a click. We jump out through the room here. There we go. Yeet. Spider silk cocoons. Oh. You know what? There's an easy way I can handle this. I'm gonna move from Will here. Let's use dash here. Okay, nothing. Nothing. Okay, let's exit out with you, because there's nothing in there. I have plenty of movement, but still better be sure than not. Okay, we are going to dash with you.
Immediately.
Okay.
In for a surprise.
Okay, and this. Okay, nothing there. Jump forward. There we go. Close the door.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Alright, now. Exit turn mode, back off. Immediately. There we go. Haha.
Defender of the people.
Alright, Will, I want you to change to a glaive again. There we go. Because I much prefer you with glaive. But we don't really need to focus too much, but I digress. We managed to do it in the end, so that's the important bit. As for inventory's sake, we've got a gilded chest here with a nice, juicy Bracers of Defense. You gain a +2 bonus to AC as long as you are not wearing armor or holding a shield. So if I'm not wearing armor, what do I get? I get armor, unarmored defense, which is based off my con. which brings us to 11 AC. These bracers would give me additional 2 AC, but I don't really like them, to be honest, so I'm just going to keep with the medium armor. As for who is not going to be wearing armor,
For now.
obviously Gale is not going to be wearing armor, so we're going to give Gale these. So as long as he doesn't wield a armor or a shield, which he's not, he's going to be fine. This does mean he loses out on missile snaring, but that's fine. We can easily give this to somebody else, which I think is going to be Will. So we'll send this to Will. He is going to get these, and it might arguably be a little better for him. As for Shadowheart, who is currently lacking HP, we should probably give her a heal. So, we're going to go into tab here. We are going to go into the inventory for potions. There you go. And Shadowheart.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
And we'll send this book over to Whimsy. We're not going to read it yet, but we will,
What to do?
we will keep it on us for now. Definitely going to be reading it later, but it's much like the other things here. I want to hold off on them for now.
Always room for more.
Alright, antidotes. Always nice.
Moving ahead.
Alright, we got the Fringe Philosophy here. It's alright. There we go. Stacks of books, not bad. Mugworts. Okay. Anything on this side? On Death and Resurrections? Not really. The Evil Eye. Seems like this guy was practicing his knowledge on the dark arts, or at the very least trying to practice resurrections-based magic. Which is fine. But it seems he turned into a dark way because, I mean, look. It's a whole bloody mess. Regardless, though, it seems like everything is... Drawing basket. A stuffed bear.
I doubt a bear this size went down without a fight.
Alright, well, there are other ways we can research it. Gale would be the best option here, I think.
Must have been pretty young when it was killed, this cave bear. Rather sad, really.
Huh. A young cave bear. This stuffed creature is a poor representation of the bear's unbridled ferocity in life. Yeah. And then we got a door here, apparently. Oh, we'll take this. We got a bottle rack here. And a lever, no less. Alright, a bottle rack. A wooden barrel. More ingredients. Never hurts. Alright. Let's save here. I'm not sure what's on the other side here, but it never hurts to save and make sure. Let's open this puppy up. What is over here? Okay, we are met with a... Oh, we're met over back at the entrance. Oh, nice. Cool.
Let's see what this does.
Well, with that, we can go up, and yeah, nice. That was something. Alright, a moss-covered chest. It is currently locked. We are going to pick that up and send it back to camp.
I'll take that.
Yoink. Sandals, we don't need those. Take the fish. Fish is always nice to be used as food. There we go. Alright, we got frost ale. Wicker baskets full of wine.
Just another crate.
Oh, that's something. Let's save. Let's investigate this. Needless to say, I've got a lot of violence to do, but we'll see.
Look what we got here. Another little birdie wanting to fly. Stop this thing! Flap those wings some more, and I'll feed you a worm. And you. Hope you got a stomach for rights.
What the hells are you doing?
What's it bloody look like? We're teaching this here pipsqueak to fly.
Let me rephrase that. Why are you doing this?
'Cause it makes me laugh.
Man, so uncivilized. Fun's over. Release my kin at once.
Want to save your ranty little friend, do ya? Not a chance. He's ours.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Your skull will make a fine chalice once I plug those beady eye sockets.
No, you wouldn't be able. You're just,
The goblin's nostrils flare, as if trying to judge you through smell alone.
We're leaving. What about the other gnome? Ain't we supposed to bring him to... I said we're leaving! There'll be richer pickings than these little gnats someplace else.
Right then.
He really had to consider. They really had to consider that. Well, it's fine. It just means that we got less people to kill here. But we are going to be killing everybody. Or at the very least, most of these creatures here. That refuse to back down. Well, that's nice. At least one of them got scared. It seems like we got a wooden hatch here. A studded shield. Oh, poor altar here. Oh, what? What's going on here?
Shadowheart's attention is fixed on a damaged old statue.
We should keep moving.
Another episode. Why does this keep happening to you?
You already know as much as I do. Best ignore it. As long as it doesn't hamper us too much.
Alright, well. It'll certainly be something if it's causing that much trouble. We should probably help the poor gnome that's been circling around this area for so long. Okay, we're gonna hit the brake lever here. We're just gonna save just in case I misclick, but I want to hit the brake lever here. So, brake lever, there we go. Let's anchor it to a stop. There we go. Alright, let's go help him out before we start looting around. Hello?
Cut me loose!
Well, there you go, my guy.
Ugh, bag of Camara. Those pustulant thugs. Well, get on with it.
Get on with what?
You saved me, now you'll extort me.
That's how this works, yes?
I'd rather know how you got caught.
My own fault, really. I should have dropped my pack and outrun those bastards. Alas. Take my pack, if you can find it. The only reason those goblins caught me was its weight. I'll travel lightly from now on.
You're a little far from home for a deep gnome. Oh, sorry. Bloody fuck. Ah, whatever.
Ignorance is alive and well, it seems. Deep gnomes aren't restricted to the Underdark, you know. I've lived in Baldur's Gate for years. I'm in search of a friend. I fear he's in trouble. See this? I gave it to him years ago before I left home. I found it around the neck of a thug in the lower city. It was speckled with blood. My friend, nowhere to be found. But I still have hope. I have reason to believe he's in the Underdark. Hopefully, I'll pick up his trail from there. I always help my friends. On that note, I bid thee farewell. If we should meet again, well, we will have met again.
Okay. Well, at least we saved the guy, so there we go. Can't complain. And there's more to meet this area than possible. Oh, he's going into the wooden hatch, apparently. Okay, well, let's go check out what's in here. Let's go up, and let's go check out this place. Okay, we've got animal carcass, got a goblin bow, scimitar, and even a makeshift spear. I'm not complaining. We got a wooden crate here with a bunch of stuff. Cool. I ain't complaining. Alright, a studded shield. Honestly, I might give this to Will, because I can probably get him to equip a one-handed weapon here. Let's see, what weapons can he wield? A battle axe, a glaive, a greatsword, a rapier, a trident, or a warhammer. I guess let's go for the rapier, because that's what he was using last time we saw him. And we can bind his weapon. Let's see, we're going to give him a shield. We'll send that over to Will. There we go. Can he use it? Yes, he can. There we go. He now has a better AC. An AC of 14 comparatively to everything else. Oddly enough, Gale's the highest AC out of all of us, so that's a surprise, to say the least. Alright, now for our inventory. Seems like we got a bunch of stuff. Let's open... Oh, right, this is locked. We'll send that over to camp. This chest is open, and we can get all those things in here. From there. There we go. This wooden chest is 10 pounds. We can use it, and we'll just toss the barrels out, because we no longer need them. This one, it is 20 pounds, one weight, but it is a big one, if need be. But no, we'll keep with that. There we go. Turn a petrified creature back to its original form. Alright, well, we're going to toss the water in, ink pots. Simple toxin can go in here. Antidote. Alchemist fire. Reese. A makeshift spear. Toss that in there, I guess. Basilisk oil is a healing item, so we'll toss that in there. Moonhaven logbook. I guess I'll toss this in here. Let's get those in there, and we'll just toss these in here. There we go. Done. Alright, off we go. No reason to stick around beyond this area. And let's see. If we go over there, that's basically the exit, I'd say. So, yeah, no, this is all that there is. So I guess it's time for violence. We're gonna save here. And let's begin the violence, because we are gonna be killing all these goblins here. Alright. Alright. Reckless attack.
Shouldn't have made an enemy.
Oh. How did I do that? Okay, so apparently I killed the guy. Cool. And now we can begin our violence. Okay. Let's begin. Hoorah!
Your indiscreet killing has earned you a new foe.
Indeed it has. Time for violence. Okay, you are level 1. I think I can get away with a firebolt or a ranged attack here. Either one would work. Let's go with a ranged attack. We're gonna go with a piercing shot to get gaping wound here. There we go. And we're gonna start making our way... maybe not there, but we can use the ladder to... Oh, maybe not there. We are gonna... I guess we'll distract this one here. There we go. Be distracted with the cat. We'll go there. And get our club out just in case. Alright, where are you going? You're gonna go over and attack Shadowheart. Thunder. Haha. Ow. Acid. Ah, and more people joined the fray. Lovely. Well, that's fine. I kind of expected this to be the outcome. Although, you know what? Let's actually load, because I completely forgot there's another way I can go about this. I can go by turn mode, which is arguably a little better here. Yeah, no, let's go by turn mode, because I completely forgot that's a thing. If we can catch them by surprise, there you go, right? Okay.
Never wanted the easy path.
Okay, turn-based mode. Alright, reckless attack. There we go. Okay, give it a moment. Enter turn-based mode. Hoorah!
You took a life, now yours will be taken in turn.
Yep. Alright, you weren't expecting anything. We are going to immediately distract you. Oh, not enough space. That's fine. We set up distraction there. You turn. That's important enough. Oh, you guys are starting to attack now. Okay, we want to grease up here then. Whoosh. There we go.
Talk to me.
Alright. Now for Shadowheart. Okay, do we want to use the Watcher's Guide? Oh, there's another unit here. Lovely. Let's actually go with Whimsy. Let's see, can I go over to here? Wait, hold on. If I use a dash... Oh, no, wait, hold on. Dang it, if I didn't have... Alright, I need to use Frenzy here, obviously. Okay, Frenzy. Now, can I get over there? No. But I can throw an object. So I'm going to throw a crate against you.
That should work.
Yeet! Alright. We're going to start making our way over here.
Let's finish this.
Okay, we are going to go for a ranged attack here, I guess? No, that's 55. Let's see. Firebolt is 55 as well. Let's see. So it's a choice between a D10 or 2 to 9. Let's go for a 2 to 9 here. That's a miss. I will jump over to him, though. Make it less likely for him to target us. Alright, there we go. Now for Will. Let's see. We are going to go for the Eldritch Blast here. I can either go for the Warrior or the Sharp Eye. I'm going to go for the Brawler here. Come on. Hey! And I can follow up with a Hex. And I want to reduce his Dexterity saves, specifically. Let's see, Constitution, Charisma, Dexterity. We'll reduce your Dexterity to make you less likely to save against the Grease. There we go. Shadowheart, there you go. You're gonna trip, probably. Nope, you're actually gonna jump. And you're gonna dash. Okay. Interesting choice. A Warg Companion. If I get rid of you, this will be easier. Ow. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's hit you with the distraction. Yep, they all failed. Now, let's see. If I do a Witch Bolt here, I can focus on the Sharp Eye here. Now, I can either do a D12 or I can do a 2D24. It really depends if I want to work with that. What are my second level spells, actually? Hold on. I do not have any second... I don't actually have any second level spells prepared. That is my mistake. Alternatively, I go with 3 to 10. No, we're going to go for the Witch Bolt here. We're going to go for the initial 2d6 here. And we'll see how that pans out. There we go. Nice. Alright, that's that. You're now focused on Gale. Okay, you are going after Will. Oh god. Oh god. You are gonna dash in. Okay. Interesting choice. Okay, Will is in a bit of a pickle. I really should have used Bless here to start off, but whatever. See, if I use a Guiding Bolt, I can get a kill on somebody. Let's use a Guiding Bolt on the Goblin Warrior here. Alright, that's a kill. Nice. If I pick that up, I can... Yeah, I can't reach that destination, apparently. Okay. Now if I go over here, I should be able to shove him. Let's do it. Hey, got him. He's now in Greece again.
This is my time.
Okay. Let's use an Eldritch Blast. Oh no, we can't use an Eldritch Blast because this guy's in the way, and if we move, we are just going to get a Provoke. I think the best option out of anything here is to go for... Piercing Strike might be the way here. Piercing Strike. There we go, a Gaping Wound. And we can Flourish here. Which misses, but that's fine. And now for me. We are going to use an Enraged... Well, first we're going to get the attack off. A Reckless attack, even. So we're going to get a Reckless attack here. Pow. And we can do an Enraged throw here with our wooden crates. And we're going to huck it at this Goblin Sharp Eye. Yeah! For a critical there.
Best be on my way.
Alright, let's gather everybody up. And we're going to move... Oh, hi. We don't want to go over there just yet. But we are going to use this chance to get a short rest in.
Freshened up and ready to fight.
There we go. Bunch of warriors cleared out, and nobody was the wiser. A great axe. We get those. Bunch of goblins here. We can pick up this chest here.
More for me?
Because we're going to be using that in the future, I bet. Grab this.
Anything of use?
Nice. Alright, now we need to go up to the tippy top here. And we'll see if we can't go harass them from up above. We'll see how things pan out. But this time I'm probably going to do Bless beforehand, so that way I'm actually prepared. Because we're going to need to prepare quite a bit. Well, as long as they're unaware of us, we should be fine. We'll take this Firewine barrel. Got a wooden crate here. Nothing that really needs to be said. Actually got a bunch of Firewines here. Huh. Pick up. We'll pick this one up as well. Oh, no, it's too heavy, but we can send these to camp. Here we go. Man, this is going to be quite the mess here for explosions when we get ready. Oh, that's a lot of bodies. We got a heavy key here, apparently. Might be able to use that at some point. We got wines. Nice. Cooking pot spoon. Yeah, it's alright. Anything here? Not really. We got a scrawny bugbear that's sleeping. I guess we'll go up here. Okay.
I don't need any attention right now.
Alright, let's enter turn-based mode. We are going to start with Shadowheart here. And we are going to have her give Bless to everybody. Or at least to Whimsy. We'll give it to Will, and we'll give it to herself. There we go. Alright, we're going to move her over to here. Alright. I'm gonna move over here. Okay, and we'll end our turns here. And let's see. I think we should be fine here.
I wonder what the next move is.
We'll let the turn go. There we go. Environmental turn, nothing goes, I don't think. And now, we shall initiate with Whimsy here, doing a critical attack here. Well, maybe not even that. I'm gonna actually throw you. Let's see, how far can I throw you? Path is interrupted. 100% advantage against a signpost. Or I could just throw you right out of the ring here. You know what? Let's throw you as far as we possibly can. Oh wait, hold on. I can huck you even lower here, I think. Yeah, I can huck you all the way over to here. You know what? Yeah, yeet! Ooh! Kill a creature with falling damage. We have disadvantage if we throw, but that's fine. Alright, Whimsy. You're gonna go for a frenzy here. There we go. And you know what? Get over here. You're joining your friends by going right over there. Yeet! Ooh, pain. There they go. Okay, and I guess Shadowheart. It's now your turn. We got 2 enemies over here. I guess I could go for the fog cloud here. Let's see, no. Let's go for you. Let's see. How do we get there? Well, no, I guess we could use a ranged attack here. No, we can't, because they're a bit too far. Alright, well, let's move a fair distance away here for now. We're gonna have Whimsy move back as well. Yeah, we're gonna have you move over here.
With haste.
Alright, Shadowheart, I'd like for you to enter stealth. And I want you to move over here. Alright, we're gonna have you two actually move in unison here. And we're gonna get you guys ready to combat some people here as well. As for where we want you, we need to get into this house, so the only other way, next to going through the window, which is not viable, is to go around and through the house while we're avoiding the scrawny bugbear here. And from here, let's see. Warlock. Nope. Items, passives. We do have the repelling blast already, so that is something. Alright. I guess we go for the Eldritch Blast right here. Boop. Down you go. And now for Gale.
Destroyer.
Let's see. Can we get a magic missile off? No, we're too far. Well, that's fine. We should be able to just go over to here. And actually... yeah, no, we can end our turn there. It's fine. We're not fleeing.
The fight. Let's go.
Okay. Now let's see. Can I throw... oh, no, wait, that's done. She's already stealthed, I do believe. Alright, there we go. They're caught by surprise, obviously. Alright, let's move forward here. We'll jump down here. There we go. We'll move up here. Alright. The surprise is no longer there, but we will use missile snaring here. Take very little damage. We are going to want to dash here.
On my way.
There we go. We're gonna dash and sneak, obviously. That is going to be fine. We'll go here. We don't need you, okay. How about Gale? How are you doing, buddy? Honestly, as long as we can keep your guys' attention over here, we should be fine. So, let's just focus you this way. There we go. They're forced to look over there. Let's see. I've used my bonus action, so I can't do that. I'm not going to use Find Familiar in this circumstance. I can't use Witch Bolt. So I guess the best thing I can do is quite literally just go through the door here. Ain't got enough movement, but I can dash, I guess. Okay, over to here. Let's hope it's not enough for the bugbear to hear. Okay. And that turn. Alright. How far can I jump? I'm going to be taking a ton of damage if I jump, just straight up. I wonder, how far can I get? Alright, well, if I jump down there, I'm not going to be able to make it, obviously. Pass is interrupted. Jump down there, jump down there. I'm very curious if I can jump this gap. Hold on. Do I want to try? I'm gonna save, and if it doesn't work, then I'll just reload. But I really want to try and jump this gap. So I'm gonna go all the way to the corner here. I am going to... oh, no, I don't have enough. I need at least 3 movement speed here. Let's load that. So I need to at least get there within 3 movement tiles before, or at least I need to have 3 movement, at least, to make it happen. Which kinda sucks. Okay, well, that's fine. If we manage it, this is going to be very hilarious. If not, well... Okay, I can only move 8 meters. So as long as I only move 5 meters, I should be fine. Ah, just barely. Dang it. Can I still throw something from here? You know, I actually can. And I can actually hit them. So what am I doing? I'm going to go over to here as far as I possibly can. I'm going to start hucking chests at this guy. Yeet!
Alright.
That's one. Here comes the next one. Yeet! Ah! Nice. Nice. That's probably shocked the goblin. Oh, Ray of Sickness. That's nearly killed Will. Oh, God. Alright, well... I have disadvantage if I go against him right now, so... let's see if I can't Misty Step up. Alright, if I Misty Step up to him... Yeah, no, he's going to be in a vulnerable position. So if I Misty Step up to the tippy top here... There we go. I actually... Well, I still get disadvantage, but I can still do this and miss, which is a shame. But I do have the option of taking cover now. Or at least getting somewhere. Let's see. Yeah, no, let's jump over to here.
2 steps at a time.
There we go. Make it less likely... Ah, there he goes. Rip. Alright, well, Will, you kind of buggered yourself there. That's fine. Alright, whatever. You've given us enough of a area to actually... Oh no, he's still too far, huh? Is he still too far? Jeez, he is. Wow, he's in the perfect spot to just be annoying.
Can't give up.
Alright, well, to start off, let's actually help, let's help our friend, then. Let's move up a bit. Up we go. Let's help you up. There we go. He's back up now. He won't die just yet. Okay.
Battle of wits.
Now for me, or now for Will, rather. Or, no, not Will. Now for Gale. I guess we're aiming for the bolts. Not enough movement, though. Yeah, let's see. How far is that? That's actually really far, huh?
Don't get too
Alright, let's move over. Can't even magic missile. Dang. Can I range attack? Nope. I need way more movement.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Okay, how am I gonna get throwing here? Okay, target's still too far. Let's see, let's move 1 meter at a time and see whether I can throw from here. No. Okay. Nope. How about here? Oh, nearly. Ah, pain. It says it's supposed to be there, but no. It's still too far. I need a jump. Yeah, I'm gonna have to jump here. Do I really want to jump that far? Not really. Although I could jump here, and then I could... no, but I go prone, so I'd need to find a, I basically need to jump to some area that isn't going to knock me prone. Okay, let's see. Alright, let's dash here. We can jump as a bonus action. I can't actually... Well, actually, I'm going to need to take damage anyways, so... Getting the distance actually isn't a bad idea. Although, that said, I should probably jump behind cover, at least. There we go. I'll take some damage, but that's fine. As long as I can get into a position where I can actually huck him. Wait. I can jump again. Nice. Alright, let's jump here. Oh, 1 second. Okay, apologies for that. I'm now back. Alright. We probably won't be able to get any further, but that's fine. Worst case, they're just going to attack me. I can deal with that. Alright, now for you. Okay. Shadowheart can't really do much, so I guess I end our turn. I lose my frenzy because of that, and Will is basically on the verge of death. We're gonna send him inside, so that way he isn't targeted. But yeah, he's not having a good day. Our rage has ended, unfortunately. Well, technically frenzy, but I digress. See, how far can we jump? We can jump... Path interrupted. How far can we? Alright, we're jumping over here. Yeet. You know what? We have the ability to use color spray, and I think we can actually knock him out. Yep. We're gonna move up. Color spray's ass. Boom. He is now blind, I do believe, which makes him a good target. Path is interrupted. Okay, well, I guess the best thing I can do is jump up here, so... Okay, we're gonna jump over to here. There we go. We'll climb up the ladder here. Okay, we can't... Well, actually, no, we can attack. So we'll go for the attack here. There we go. We'll move over here.
The lance board is set.
Alright. We're gonna jump over to here. And we're going to dash.
It shall be done.
There we go. Alright, what are you gonna do? You're gonna do Ray of Sickness and Thunder. Or Lightning. Destructive Wrath, why not? Boom.
Let's move.
Well, Will's having a rough time of it, but we managed in the end. And hey, we got a moss-colored key, so that must be the key that we... Well, that must be the key for the chest that we had over there. But yeah, no, we'll take those chests and we'll make our way down. I got a few dead people, and I'll be honest, I love the idea that I can throw people like that. That's hilarious.
Something good here, I hope.
That is the intent with this build, after all.
Better stop to rest soon.
Yeah, we certainly could use it. For now, though, we're gonna go into... Well, actually, no, we're gonna go into tab. We will get... Let's see, potions. I go up to here. We're going to give you... Here, Will. You can have those. And... Just combine everybody together. There we go. There we go. 3 potions. We'll pass the rest over to Shadowheart. And she can use a potion. There we go. And we are going to send the rest over back to Whimsy. And he will put it back in the bag. There we go. Ritual Staff. A versatile quarterstaff. Interesting. Not that we need it, but hey, it's good to see. Okay, we got a tiefling and a backpack. Grab those. Check the backpack. We don't need the cup, but we'll take the gold. And let's go check those other 2 we hurled across the area. Oh, that was fun. Okay, we'll take those. Get the booyah here. Some grease, it seems. That's pretty nice. I probably could go with a camping pack sort of build, because I do believe that there is other ways you can go through this, but I digress. For now, I'm just going to leave it alone. Okay. We're going to need to go stealth here again, because there's sure to be more. Grab that. What else we got? We've got a Selûnite necklace.
Which rubbish. How much time did some dim-witted artisan waste on that?
Okay, we've got a barrel with spoons in. There we go. And we got a Highcliff journal. Once per long rest, I can rage. That's actually really annoying, huh? Okay, so I can only rage once, but I can throw this scrawny bugbear all the way over the cliff if I do it right. So... let's get you... Alright, all 3 of you, I want you over here. Okay. So that way, you're not being seen by the guy. Okay. Let's see if I can make this work. Oh, he's too heavy to throw. Don't I have, like, an insane strength? Alright, well, let's take these arrows, put them down here, I guess. We will take the grease rolls here and move them there, I guess. Okay. Toss all this stuff in here. What if I take these and put them down? Yeah, no, I've been collecting chests, and these are the chests that I've decided to use full time. Now, let's see. Can I throw you now? No, you're still too heavy. Pick that up. Yoink. Alright, well, for now, I guess instead we are going to go for the throw here. We got advantage, so yeet! Haha! Surprise! He wasn't expecting this. Haha!
My faith protects me. Gently does it.
Alright, we are going to get Gale. Distract this guy with a minor illusion. So we're going to use improved minor illusion. We're going to set up a distraction here. There we go. Oh. Triggered Shadowheart. But he's not aware of us. That's the good thing. Let's see. What is he wearing? Race, armor class 12. 2 from dexterity. Okay, so he's not wearing armor. Let's go 3 to 10 versus 1 to 10 versus 1 to 8. Let's go for 3 to 10 here. We got advantage, so... Boop. Alright, Shadowheart now. I guess I'm gonna have her jump into battle here. There we go. She'll go from behind here. Oh, truce. Okay, so she misses that. And the only other person is Will, and because they've failed to realize that I'm here, we will just do an Eldritch Blast, maybe? 4 to 11 versus 4 to 13. Boop. Hey, there we go.
All's well that ends even as bad as it could have.
Not a fan of the bugbear being too heavy, but I mean, we tried our best with what we got, so we'll pick that up. It's a mess here, but whatever. It seems like they picked up... They're burying a wooden crate, okay. Got a wooden barrel here. Nope. Alright, in here. I don't see anything aside from an old key and calcified web.
I bet that'll fit in my pack.
I should probably be careful with that. It seems like we got a dagger. I can't reach that, so... Hey, with a barrel, though. Easily done. Check that out. We got a shovel in there. Don't need more than one. Spear. Battle axe, not bad. Wooden crates.
Open up.
Alright, a barrel. There's calcified web, obviously. An anvil and a light hammer. Alright, Gale. Burn this calcified web. That leads into the lower room. If we jump down, we're going to take a bit of damage, but thankfully there's an area that doesn't take damage.
Careful. There are traps about.
Ow. Okay. Traps and whatnot. But otherwise, this seems to be a functional... Oh. Should probably check that. Oh, there we go. It was jittering until I right-clicked. Alright, a wooden chest. We're gonna pick that up and send it back to camp. Alright, we'll send this to camp. Because it's a trapped chest. We'll take the thieves' tools. Wooden trunk has a pike and club. We'll take those. Never know when they're going to be useful. There's a bunch of weapons here that we can use. Grab that. We'll grab the rope as well. You never know when rope is useful. Okay. Approachable east. Yeah, we don't need that. No books.
Have to keep going.
Okay, we've got a hammer and a shears. Alright. We've got scruffy vagabond clothing. Yeah, we should need it. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. We got a wooden barrel.
What's in here?
And we got short swords. Grab those while we can. Yoink. Okay, another one. Add to the mix. There we go. Alright, we got a torch here. Investigation failed.
What's that over there?
Oh. Break that down then. Let's see what's going on down here. Immune to slashing damage. Okay.
Where am I needed?
Alright, Shadowheart. You've got a pike. Let's see. It's a piercing resistance. Guaranteed slashing resistance.
Time to meet.
I guess I could do this. There we go. Hey. And ba-boom.
Never a dull moment.
We are met with a alcove here. Leading somewhere. The Whispering
Let's
Depths.
not touch those webs or I'll end up as a meal.
Oh. Okay, so don't touch the webs. Okay. But otherwise, it seems like something's going on over there. We're probably not going to want to go this way, though. Okay, we got torches here. We'll grab that. So that's something to look forward to, I guess. But we won't be checking that out just yet today. We'll grab those, grab this. It does appear that there's a way up from here as well. If we feel like doing some parkour, which I'm probably going to be doing, knowing me. Got the shabby door here, leading into another area, which we can actually climb up here. Grab those. Need that. Okay. We'll take those. We're getting a lot of thieves' tools, I must admit. That's going to be really helpful for when we actually start, you know, unlocking things. Anything here? Nope. A lot of nothing. But most of the time, crates do have something, such as these. There we go. Rapier and a glaive, no less. Pretty cool. Trap disarm kits. Got some wooden barrels. Here we go. Another one. Nothing there. Burlap sack has rags. Don't need those. Take the gold. Disarm toolkit is always nice. Bottle rack. Another bottle rack. How is our level, actually? We're nearly level 4, so that's pretty cool. Okay, take those. Don't need those. Okay, a cupboard. Great. Alright, open crates. We've got a few bits of clothing here. Otherwise, nothing worth grabbing, so we'll leave that alone. Now, can we get up here? I might be able to, actually. Let's climb onto here. And if we jump just right... Bada bing, bada boom. Alright. With that, we are left with a cracked wall. And if I examine it, piercing seems to be the way to go, so I will get Shadowheart here. And she'll just break through the wall. Slowly but surely. Alright, come on, Shadowheart. Stop doing ones. There we go. Alright. So we got some, what appears to be hostile enemies. So let's get ready for this. Okay, let's go stealth. Alright, what do we got here? Let's actually unite together here. What are we dealing with? Okay, there's a lot of stuff around here. Alright, let's be careful. Okay, we got a few spiders here. We're gonna disconnect here. Alright, we've got ettercaps, which are level 3, and we've got spiders and spider webs. Phase spiders, no less. Alright, well, I mean, we've got so much items here, so let's start throwing, I guess? We'll start with the wooden chest. Let's see. Who are we gonna hit? We're gonna hit the... Let's hit the phase spider. Yeet! Hey, got him. They certainly weren't expecting a chest from high above, that's for sure. Okay. Now, how are we gonna do this? I mean, a fireball is the easy way to go about killing here. Let's go for the... Let's go for the phase spider here. There we go.
Eyes open, mouth shut.
Alright, Will, you're gonna want to move over here. We're gonna use an Eldritch Blast to not target the spider web, but target the spider specifically. We should get the hit here. There we go, a nice critical hit to add to the mix. And now for Gale, we want you to use a fireball here. And we should be able to get the kill here? No, we should go for a ranged attack here. That way... Oh no, wait, hold on. Fireball gives us advantage, so this is more guaranteed. So we'll go for the fireball. Boop. There we go. Okay, we're gonna move back over here.
Step to it.
Alright. We'll have Shadowheart over here.
Battle favors the fearless.
Will, we want you over here. And Whimsy, you're just gonna stay here, I guess. Because I don't think they have any ranged abilities as far as I'm aware. So let's get going. They're now no longer surprised, but still. Oh. They have enwebbed everybody. Oof. That ain't good. The web is not gonna be fun. Alright, that phase spider is gonna try and get to us. Ooh, 10 acid is not fun. Okay, Gale. start by setting up a distraction right here. There we go. Okay, we are going to hit the fireball on the phase spider here. We got advantage. And we'll go for the crossbow bolt here. Oh, that's a miss. Lovely. Okay, Will. We actually want you to... Okay, we have... Let's see. Alright, if we jump... Can I actually do this? Alright, let's try and get the hit here. Okay, we've knocked her into the web now. There we go.
Got to focus.
Okay, Shadowheart. Let's start with actually Whimsy here.
My breath.
We are going to throw... Yeah, let's throw the chest of the phase spider here. Yeet! There we go, that's the kill. We are going to... I guess end our turn there.
All doom.
Okay, end our turn.
Victor's path.
Let's actually use Hex. Here, let's make your... Yeah, let's make your dexterity horrible here. There we go, extra damage. There we go.
Can't afford to let up.
Alright, Shadowheart, we want you to actually hit the web here instead. And that will dissolve that. Oh, but it didn't hit you. Lovely. Alright, we're going to hit tab. We need to go into our inventory here. And we are going to give... No, you don't need a greater healing. You just need a normal healing. We'll give you potions of healing here. There you go. Alright. Down a vial. There we go. Done.
Holding back.
Alright. Now they're going to begin dashing, as expected. But they actually won't be able to do anything. Oh. You're warping over. Oh, you've gone with the poison. Okay, interesting choice. Okay, that's another web. Hasn't done anything to us, though. Okay, we are gonna throw here. Well, actually, before we do...
What fools these mortals be.
Let's see if we can't go for... Let's go for the fire here. Whoosh. Critical miss. Okay.
No holding back.
Alright, how about you, Will? I actually get disadvantage here. Okay. Suffers disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. Okay, so no matter what, I'm gonna be suffering, huh? Well, let's get rid of the phase fighters, because they're the worst part of this, basically. Okay.
A tale for the ages.
Let's distract you with another. Oh, whoops. There we go. Okay, there we go. Let's throw an ornate chest here. Yeet! That's another 2 damage, nothing too crazy. Alright, we can't do with you. And now, for you... I think we just go for the guiding bolt here. Nah, let's go for a firebolt. Might as well just focus on the phase fighter because she's, they are the immense target here. Alright. They are forced to just stay there. They can't do a dang thing. Oh, there we go. That is a lot of noise coming in, but we should be fine. Okay. That is a lot of damage to Shadowheart. That's not okay. Okay, let's throw yet another chest. Get the kill. Yeet. Alright, that's another spider dealt with. And we're going to make an effort to jump over to the chest here. Oh, saved web. Okay.
One can't always be a gentleman.
Alright, let's jump over to here, I guess. Oh, whoops. Oh, come on, Gale.
On the victor's path.
Let's jump over to here. And now we can just start harassing them from the bottom. We'll start with this infested ettercap here. There we go.
Can't afford to let up.
Okay. We need to down a potion here, just so we're not dying. We can go for a ranged weapon attack if we wish. I guess we'll go for the ranged weapon attack here. Focus on the ettercap here. There we go. They're forced to just stay there. They can't do anything to infect us, after all. So, yeah, no, it's just a matter of damage at this point. So, we are going to make a jump check here. Jump all the way over to here. Yeet. Simple Toxin has been saved. We'll move over here. Pick that up. Pick the... Oh, not enough movement to pick up the antlers. That's fine. We shall start hucking at this one. Yeet! Or is what I would say, but I can't seem to get the throw off. Oh, come on. Fine, I'll use this. There we go. Use the chest that's beside me to my advantage. There we go.
Swords meet sorcery.
Okay, we are going to jump over to here, I guess. Okay, now I'm in webbed again. I will be at disadvantage, but that's fine. As long as I don't hit the web that I'm currently on, I should be fine. There we go. Piercing shot. Nice. And just because we can. A distraction is always nice. There we go. Forced to look the other way.
This is my time.
Alright. Deal with the ettercap. There we go. Get the kill there. Nice. Dark One's Blessing. Gives us temp HP. Pretty nice. Alright. I guess I'll jump over to here. And I guess ranged weapon attacks against this last ettercap here. And it's just a matter of them being forced to not be... They're forced not being able to do anything. Okay, well, I'm going to throw another chest at you. I can't reach you from there, but that's fine. I will just jump over to part of the web here. Boing. And I take a chest here and yeet it down. Aha! Ah.
Victory is assured.
Okay, I'm going to focus on you.
On it.
Oh, that's a miss. I'll move over to here.
Battle favors the fearless.
Alright, Eldritch Blast here. Pop, that's a miss.
What should I
Alright, Shadowhearts. Just go for damage. There we go. Nice. There we go. He's forced to just stay there. He can't do anything. I think he's just mostly angry that he can't do a dang thing here. Alright, let's get Will over. We're gonna have Will jump over to... you can't get him over there. Alright, let's have Shadowheart fire her weapon here. There we go. We will have her jump over out of the way. We accidentally hit the spider web, but that's fine.
Forever dauntless.
We are gonna jump over to... Well, maybe not even jump. I just need to move over here. Okay, we're now in web, but that's fine. Get a hit here. There we go. Now he should be within range of the attack we're gonna do. Alright, we're gonna throw a chest.
And away I go.
Hurrah! 6 damage. Nice. And now for Will. An arrow should do it. Hey, there we go. Alright, saved against web.
Can't slow down.
Okay. Alright, everybody. Let's go. With me. Okay, spiderweb. Bunch of things on there, huh? Let's just be careful where we're going, huh? There does appear to be another path over here, so I guess we could check that out while we're here. Why not? Oh no, this is how we got in to begin with. Okay, never mind. There also does appear to be a way out from there as well, so that's something. For now, let's just go across here. Alright, off we go. Alright, off we go, everybody. Alright, spider silk cocoon gives leather gloves. Cool. Alright, down we go. What do we got here? We've got a bunch of stuff here. Well, I guess we'll go this way first, see what we find. Alright, we've got some water. Got a wooden chest with torches, no less. A burnt journal. Let's check this out. Most of this book's pages have been carefully burned away. Those that remain contain a single sentence rewritten in varying states of agitation. In a form I find ecstasy. Spell is not enough. Okay. Not sure if that's a good or bad thing, but it is a thing all the same. Okay, wooden crate, nothing in there. A wicker chest, a ritual diagram. Okay, stack of books. An ornate diagram is drawn upon this parchment, deciphering a ritual of some kind. At the bottom, 2 figures, a spider and an elf, are sketched within overlapping circles. A single word is penned beneath them. Transcendence. I see, so this guy was this person was trying to become a spider, basically. Well, I guess I'll take the books. No harm in it. Let's see. Spider step boots. Immune to being in webs. Your movement speed is not affected by web surfaces. That is actually a really good book, I must admit. So I'm going to equip these, as opposed to wearing the metallic ones. Or metallic boots, rather. We got a web-covered journal here. Its leaves are stuck together with thick webbing that leaches ink when pulled from the page. Only the final entry remains remotely legible. It is time. I will forever transcend this blasphemous flesh and refashion myself in the Queen's image. No longer will I be bound to this lowly form, this base shape of organ and bone. Even the arachnomancers of the Menzabarian shall weep at my feet. Their little spells so feeble and fleeting. Today I found the House of Wolf, and I shall be its matriarch. Okay. And this book entails... Okay, so apparently this person was trying to turn into... Well, for those of you who don't know, these sorts of things entail that a Drider is being made. A Drider is basically Lolth's chosen, in a weird sense of words. Lolth is basically the Queen of Spiders, and is very... I want to say evil, but... it depends on the person, really. But yeah, no, I'm missing my chest. I should get those before I move on further. Oh god. I should get those. But that's fine. Okay, we got some more water. Got another wooden crate. Don't need that just yet. But yeah, no, there's a lot of stuff that's going on here, it seems. Got another torch here. We can use that. We'll grab the cleaver because we can. Alright. I will take these pages here and move them over. There we go. Okay, these give athletics 1. So, anybody need athletics?
Sharp as ever. Salutations.
I guess I can give it to Gale, or... Really, I can give it to anybody. I think I'm going to give it to Gale, though. Alright, no, actually, let's give it to Will.
A hero at heart.
Now, this shouldn't affect his spellcasting as far as I'm aware. Not proficient with medium armor, so no. Yeah, you need to have medium armor proficiency to use those, so I guess... Naturally, it's just going to go over to her. Shadowheart. We will take her boots in turn.
What now?
And we're going to toss absolutely everything here into the bag for sale usage. Alright.
What path lies before
Let's see what else we find. Got some cocoons here. Alright, simple boots. How about here? We've got some of those. There we go. An old backpack. And a bunch more cocoons. Check this out. More potions. A great sword, jeez. A studded shield. Well, whoever died down here certainly didn't live long enough to enjoy his spoils. Kinda sad, but whatever. Break these cocoons. Oh, and a gate, nice.
I'll take that.
We'll yoink that. Let's see if there's anything useful in these. Probably not. Actually, no, there's actually some really good stuff here, huh? It's annoying that I can't grab it, though. Oh, well. Okay, we'll start attacking this. Alright, there's a bronze necklace here that we can grab, so that's nice. Okay, another cocoon. Yeah, there's a lot here. Get you out. Another bronze necklace, nice. Okay. Phase spiders. We'll grab that. We'll pick up this. Yoink. Always nice to get more chests in the roster. There we go. Another backpack. Ooh, that's some good healing. Greater healing, no less. We've got a elixir of bark skin. That's going to increase our armor values if we drink it, so that's really nice. We got a rusted blade here. You can probably use that at some point. An apprentice pack. An apprentice journal. Let's see. Left his homeland because he was bound to his master and not because he chose to. Okay. Well, no matter. And now we got the infested eder caps. Do I really even want to check them? I do believe that there might be a negative to checking them, but I'm not sure. I don't think there is. We will save, though, just to be sure. We'll go from there. Alright. Phase spider's already dead there, so... Okay, nope. There is no negatives to actually looting those. So we're going to pick up the chest here, because these are our babies. Pick this one up, and we are now encumbered. Kind of expected, all things considering. We will take... Alright, let's move the things that we don't want to move from there. We'll take all the way over to here, toss those in, and we'll send this back to camp. There we go. Check this eder cap. It's got nothing. Yeah, no, because they're now dead, they don't actually give out the negatives. So we're going to take this backpack. This is going to be our new supply. Thankfully, there's just always an abundance, so I'm not complaining. Yeah, I guess we'll explore a little bit further around here. A dead goblin child and Icarus egg clutches that are currently burning. Let's just destroy this. Just in case. You never know. Okay, there's another spider egg. We'll grab that. Yoink. Let's actually get rid of it, maybe? Maybe not the smartest move. Oh, there's a spider web there. Okay, let's get that burned. Gale?
The magic touch.
Do some magic. Boop.
Still breathing.
Well, that clears the area, at least. We'll break these, I guess. A scroll of dark vision. We can't reach it, though. This one just... can we pick it up? We can, and it's durable enough to do so. We'll get this barrel here. We're going to move this into the middle of the area here. So that way we can grab the leather glove at Onyx. And the scroll of dark vision.
Might be useful.
Everything's important here, so might as well loot what we can. Oh, careful.
Blade of
didn't mean to do that.
Frontiers at your calling.
Alright. Go into the backpack. We got some potions here. We got a spider silk cocoon. Alright, nice. Another spider silk cocoon here. Get rid of that. And I think that's the majority of this area cleared out. Unless we, of course, count, well, unless we exclude, of course, things like this. Okay, we got some more goblins around here. A phase spider egg. Certain intangibility of this field this egg, as it might blink out its existence. Okay. Alright, Gale.
And you shall find me.
Fire.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Okay, Spider Silk Cocoon. Gives us a club.
Light on my feet.
There we go. I think we're golden now.
Ready and willing.
Let's hit a spider web there. There we go.
Right. What now?
So that way we can go forward. And it looks like we've got an area over here to explore. And it's a big one. So here's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to hold off here before I go any further. So, yeah. It does seem like we got phase spiders, so we're definitely going to want to be careful here. But I'm going to hold it off here. I'm going to probably do more of this next stream. So, next stream, we are probably going to be going over to this area to see what's what. There appears to be some interesting items. Namely, there appears to be that glowing gem. There's probably something, you know, over here. It seems like there's definitely more eggs, so we're going to have to get rid of those. But yeah, no, this clutch of spiders is going to be something that we need to get rid of. But all that and more shall be done next stream. So, I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I know I did. And I will see you guys next stream. Take care, everyone, and have a good day. I hope you enjoyed.